He'll take the win, followed by Caleb Wood in second, Brandon Merle third, Rob Neely fourth, Bailey Hurd fifth. Trevor Young takes the final transfer spot.
Aaron Turkey picks up the win on the B-Main. He's got a feature win already this season. And he points out something down to the inside at corner number 4, debris. I don't see anything on the camera, but I know Aaron Turkey was pointing to something down low in corner number 4. No, we did not see the wheel hop.
Well, Spencer's got it. He has found it, and we're going to see it. Down the back. Oh, my goodness.
Where were we?
That car almost went into the backstretch grandstands, and we missed it.
Again, if you have your phones with the delay, you might be able to watch it right now, that replay of Davey Boughton going up over the back end of the 51 of Trevor Young, and you have to wonder if that contact's what sent him to the pit area.
Well, and if not, folks, keep in mind they produce a highlight package, so through the week you can see the highlights you might have missed. Spencer does a fantastic job. And we're ready for B-Main number 1 for the mini stocks. The top 4 transfer to the main event is Tim Jamieson in the 177 that's scheduled to start on the pole. Alongside him, the 88 of Aiden Nye. Row number 2 on the inside, the 05 is Dave Goodacre. On the outside, 16 of Fabio Oliveri. Row 3 on the inside, Tristan De Silva in the 01 and Christopher French in the 54. 23 is Dusty DeBoer. The 17 is Mike Taylor. The 10 is Ben Buchwald. The 265 is Mike Evers. And rounding out the field is Mark Thorne. So Dave Goodacre in the 05 did not make the call for this B-Main. That'll move the inside row up. Remember, the top 4 is the goal.
Put out a reminder from the Kids Club. The Pace Truck rides at intermission are coming up after these 2 B-Mains. Meet Susie at the flag stand to get a ride. Have your membership card ready to show. So we need those kids that want to go for the Pace Truck ride. Bring your Kids Club membership card to the base of the flag stand at intermission to get your ride in the Pace Truck to get a chance to go around this racetrack. That comes up after these 2 B-Mains for the mini stocks.
The field bunches in turn number 4. B-Main number 1 for the HRW Automotive Mini Stocks is underway. They'll drag race down the front straightaway. French gets into the rear quarter panel of Fabio Oliveri. Oliveri side by side.
Jamieson dropping back to second. Here comes Christopher French on his inside of that 54 Mustang. He'll grab the second spot. Tristan De Silva looking a lot better now than he was in the qualifying heat where he had to pull off at the drop of the green.
And look at that, Mike Taylor, DeBoer, Tristan De Silva, Elschlager in the 11. These are all good race cars. And they've got to finish in the top 4 to qualify for the 28-car field in tonight's feature event.
Top 2 right now, Fabio Olivieri and Christopher French. Where they are, they're transferred. Behind them, 5 cars looking for 2 spots.
Mike Taylor hit a bump in the middle of 3 and 4. It shot him up the racetrack. He did a nice job to maintain his speed without wrecking the DeBoer 23. But as I say that, DeBoer pulls away on the outside. He's going to battle with French for second.
Fabio Olivieri leading the way. Dusty DeBoer has done a nice job to work his way now up to the leader. He's right there in the back bumper. Looks to the outside of the 16. Dusty DeBoer, former Bomber champion, gets a good run off a corner 2. They'll go door to door down the back stretch.
DeBoer on the outside. Fabio Oliveri has led every lap from the start of this one, but DeBoer up high, nice and smooth line. This time Oliveri drops to the bottom. It looked to be pretty good for him, but he's going to fall back to second as we reach the halfway point.
Dusty DeBoer, your leader. Fabio Olivieri in the second position. Then it's Christopher French running in third, and Mike Taylor holding down that 4th and final transfer spot. But he's got Tristan De Silva right there. He is the closest car to getting in.
Down the inside goes Taylor on the French number 54. French could be in trouble here. He looks like he's lost a little bit of speed in that 54 machine as he has lost the 3rd spot. Now he's lost the 4th spot to De Silva in the 01.
De Silva running that 0-1 right around the bottom lane. French gets a good run off of corner 2, gets the 4th spot back, but De Silva will fight right back on the bottom, and it's 2 laps left to go. Who is going to be inside the top 4?
Oh, Tristan De Silva really pinched that car off coming out of turn number 4, and he's got a problem. Uh-oh.
Wow. Could see that coming and did not like the way that looked.
He was waving his arm, working towards the inside, but it can be tough when you're committed, as Mark Thorne was, as the window net drops on the 0-1 of De Silva.
We see a left rear flat on Tristan De Silva's 0-1 car now. Hard to tell whether that was from that impact or if that was the problem that he had coming off of corner 4. The car kind of overstepped. And
let's have a look, Greg.
We're going to find out. There's the replay on the crash.
Yeah, and just get the tail end of that. I believe it was from the impact.
But he definitely had problems coming off of corner 4, did Tristan De Silva in the 0-1, trying to get that 4th and final transfer position, and coming out of 4, the car slowed and comes to a rest.
You can see both drivers moving around inside the race cars. The safety crews make no assumptions when they show up on the scene. They'll have a good chat with both of these drivers.
Well, guys, they both appear to be all right now. Everybody with the window nets down, taking a look here. As Thorne working, he's got the helmet off, taking a quick breather. They're talking over here with Tristan De Silva in the 0-1. Tristan De Silva has a flat left rear tire, and that will be the issue with him here. The Thorne 4 looks like it should be able to push off or drive off on its own. And it looks like Wade Thorne going to drive this one back to the pit area, or at least with a bit of a help. Here comes the push for him. And we'll give you an update on Tristan De Silva just as soon as we have it here.
50-50 tonight at, I believe it's $550 as of right now. So flag down the sellers in the pink T-shirts, and they'll get you in on tonight's 50-50 draw. Coming up at intermission, as I mentioned, Kids Club. Bring your membership cards to the base of the flag stand for a ride in the Pace truck. We'll also do our fan appreciation draw with the tickets that you received on your way into the Speedway tonight. And we'll do our lucky program prize draw as well. So get your programs ready for that draw coming up at intermission. So right now is Dusty DeBoer in the 23, the leader of this first of 2 B mains for the HRW Automotive Mini Stocks. Fabio Olivieri in the 2nd position, Mike Taylor running in 3rd, and Christopher French in that 4th and final transfer position. Now Jeff Elslager is right behind him in 5th, Tim Jamieson 6th, Mike Evers in 7th, and we've got Ben Buchwald and Dave Goodacre behind them. So still with
green flag coming this time out of turn 4, so it looks like they're going to just push Tristan De Silva's car into the infield out of harm's way. We'll get back underway with green flag racing in this B main qualifier number 1.
So 2 laps left to go as Dusty DeBoer will bring us to the green flag. Jeff Elslager looks to the inside of Christopher French for that 4th and final transfer spot. He's there. He's got the spot. Now can French get the advantage off of corner 2? He's got the momentum going.
Man, Dusty DeBoer took a really high line down into turn 1. That left the door wide open, but he had enough speed in that car to basically pull away as we reach the white flag.
One more trip around for leader Dusty DeBoer. Remember 1 year ago took that violent ride into corner number 3, totaled the car. He's out in front of this B main looking to punch his ticket into the A. Meanwhile, it's 3 wide and cars sideways for the final transfer spot. Tim Jamieson, if he can get through, will be into a transfer spot, as will Mike Evers with the yellow flag out.
The yellow flag flew. They went 3 wide on the back straightaway, but they weren't really equipped to go 3 wide. You could see things narrowing up. Mike Taylor sort of got squeezed out from the outside. He got turned towards the inside. Looks like Jeff Elslager with a flat right front tire. Now, Jeff Elslager for whatever reason, arrived late tonight, signed in late, so he was not able to run his heat. He had to go from the back of the B main. And with a flat right front tire, he's either got to change that tire or he won't be able to finish this race.
Well, Adam, there are no courtesy laps in the B main, so he will run out of time here. The field is good and we'll be ready to go back to it. Some front end damage here on the 11E of Eslinger.
So John Verney is holding down the fort right now on some Facebook conversation. John, I want to know, where is your crate sprint car? Got one car, two drivers, and we haven't seen it. Mike Taylor was hoping to get his spot back in that 17. He will have to fall to the back. I believe that's where he will restart, is right there behind the 5. Green and white flag are out together. One more lap to go. The top 4 going to make it.
Dave Goodacre's now into the thick of this, as is Mike Evers. Mike Taylor coming from the back, trying to get into the top 4. DeBoer and Olivieri have broken away. Now contact with Taylor and Evers.
Taylor was not going to give up there, and he just ran out of racetrack and used up Mike Evers. Evers goes to the infield. Checkered flag is out. DeBoer going to win it. Olivieri comes home second.
Taylor's got to run, but Goodacre will get the 4th and final transfer position. So the 2 cars that were involved in that caution, Mike Taylor and Christopher French, will not qualify for tonight's